So let's get into the weekly roundup. Boku No Hero, Season 5, Episode 7. What'd you think, Germs?
I thought it was pretty good. A little bit better than the previous ones. You know, there was a lot of interesting little things going on. The powers were kind of a little interesting. You know, that one guy that makes things soft and all that. And then one of my favorite things that happened in the episode was when Endeavor was just on his phone trying to text Todoroki. He's like, don't ignore my messages. You see all his messages he sent to him without a single response. I thought that was pretty a little funny.
Yeah, so, I like that moment a lot. That was really good. Yeah, you know, we get some stuff outside of fighting, which is what I want a little break from the fighting at this point. You know, Uraraka crushing on Deku. You know, All Might talks to Deku about, you know, his experience with one for all and his, you know, his little experience at, I think it was the first episode. Mm-hmm. Then the Endeavor stuff with Todoroki. Here's the thing, though, and I hate to be negative. Do we learn anything new from these scenes outside of the 1A versus 1B showdown they have going on right now? No, I don't think we learned that much from them. They're nice little moments to have, but nothing really that interesting going on. But, you know, of this season so far, I'd say this is one of the better episodes. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. There's just a little bit extra things going on. Nothing like super exciting, but you know, I wasn't very bored. It was just, you know, I was just kind of like, okay, you know, it's the usual episode. Nothing really crazy or spicy. That's just kind of the theme of this whole season. It's just not bad, but not, you know, great. So just kind of just going through the motions until something happens.
You ready to be put on the hot seat, Germs? Ready for a tough question?
I'm always ready.
All right, so Boku no Hero, it's a great show. We both love it. We're both fans of the series. Would you say, so far, they have not really dabbled into filler that much. We get some filler stuff, but it's usually taken from a canon arc, right? Would you say, of all of the arcs we've had so far, would you say this is the worst arc so far, Germs? So far, anime only. I know you've read the manga, but so far, in terms of this adaptation, would you say that so far this is probably the worst arc?
No, I still think the school festival one was the worst one. At least that had like I guess it was a little bit of stuff, but this is way better than that. So, but yeah, that's a pretty low bar already. So it's kind of it's barely over the bar here, which is not that good. It's pretty unfortunate for it.
See, with the school festival, I actually like that they kind of did something new. Yes, it had a really dumb villain. It was totally dragged on to meet the, you know, the episode count they wanted. I get that, but at least with that, we got something new. This just feels like same old, and I'm just kind of tired of same old at this point, but that's me personally. I don't know if you watched this episode with headphones on, but the OST, when the third match was being announced, really good stuff. But then you get to the actual fight, and it's decent. It's, hey, at least we don't have Comic Man this episode, right? Like, at least we don't have joke characters. But again, just nothing to write home about.
Pony Girl, what are we talking about?
We have Pony Girl. There we go. But for me, nothing to write home about. Nothing to be hyped about. Nothing's really being foreshadowed. I know something big might happen at the end of this arc, but nothing is really being foreshadowed that keeps me interested, to be honest with you. So that's just what I think. Final thoughts for this one, Germs. What'd you think of this week's episode in total?
Yeah, it was pretty normal. The one thing I just remembered, but the Ida stuff with him ripping out his mufflers to get out new ones. That was a little interesting. A little bit of progression with that character. We haven't seen in arcs, not even just episodes, arcs. Finally getting a little bit more with him, but I think that's all we're really going to get with him, unfortunately. So yeah, it's just really sad to see.
Yeah, it was cool seeing him do that. It was cool seeing Todoroki reference his father. Birdman, forget his name. He referenced Hawks. I don't know if they kind of referenced Deku and All Might, but you know, they're kind of talking about being the successors, the new generation, all that kind of stuff. But Yeah, it honestly felt like they were trying to just fill the episode with moments like that, honestly. And that's how the arcs felt so far. But that's just my personal opinion. What did you guys think about this week's episode? Let us know down below in the comments. We'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are.